this was $40 because it was $20 for the figure, $20 for the bike and accessories. So it's kind of at least cool to see that the price had it inflated, right? Because this is an old piece.
All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the Collecting Brothers. I'm John. This is Josh. Got another weekly toy news roundup for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Of course, if you guys enjoyed all of our content, make sure you guys like and subscribe. We always appreciate you guys commenting down below as well your pick of the weeks. But let's go ahead and dive right into this week. We're going to start off with some heat. Usually we start off with NECA stuff, but let's actually just get into the good stuff real fast. From Four Horsemen Studios, they are announcing their second retailer appreciation wave for 2024. So basically on this wave, they're releasing figures that are exclusive only through their approved or sanctioned retailers that they have, which is nice, because it gets people to different toy stores and gives people new figures too.
Kinda, right? Kind of new figures. Just a rebate here. It is cool. I think the gold looks nice. The only thing though, I feel like it looks very similar, like everything else. Like the only thing is different, right? The gold. Is that the only difference that you can tell?
Yeah, so this is like his feathers are different colors as well. The headdress feathers. Okay. And then the peach is a different type of peach color. His boots are different colors. And yeah, he has the gold fur or the yellow fur, like, because he's a monkey, Super Saiyan monkey here of Sun Wukong. But I believe, and I was kind of debating this, like kind of comparing my figure with these pictures, but the gold looks like a different paint. It's a little more bronzy on the original Sun Wukong. This looks a little golder, but that could be the lighting. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, basically the same figure, just Super Saiyan Sun Wukong. It's an amazing figure. I love this figure. It plays really well. Great posability, and you get so many options too with the different faces, with the faceplate system that they have, as well as the boots and the hands and feet. It's a really, really fun figure. But
I feel like the only thing that I feel like the original one works a little bit better for customization purposes because the monkey head you can use anywhere, right? And then since this is like golden, it doesn't work so well. I feel like as a monkey, it kind of almost works solely for Sun Wukong because it's like a golden bright monkey. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay.
Or like with the monkey head, you could put it on like Cosmic Legion bodies or Knight bodies, and it's just like a monkey, Yeah,
I saw those. Yeah, those are cool. Yeah, that's true. All right, but yeah, $70 they should be getting available for order here soon. I think they have announced 2 of these figures. I believe they'll announce 2 more. The second in the wave here is a $70 Mask the Red Death repaint. Comes with everything as before. The main differences here is it comes with that black cloth goods cape or robe, as well as the clock is also painted differently too. The golds are different. Looks really beautiful. Looks more ornate on this one. And then on the figure itself, they've inverted the color scheme. So everything that was red on the previous figure is now black, and what's red was red is now black. They've inverted the colors there.
Yeah, it's hard to pick which one looks better, to be honest. Like I like this one, but I also just like the original release as well. It's like I feel like you can't go wrong either way. The only thing I wonder though is how much was the original release? Do you remember? Like for these figure skirts, are they like $65, $70? I can't remember.
I think they're like 60, 70, because out the door, I think it was like around 75, 80 with shipping and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like around there, right? Like it's up there. And what makes me think too is like, because they're soliciting this as a wave, so you're able to get, like if you wanted to, you can get all 4 in one shipment. And then some places offer like fairly cheap shipping, and you can combine it.
Yeah.
It honestly might be cheaper to have waited for this retail exclusive wave than buying them individually like I have, which
the shipping gets you.
Kind of sucks. Yeah. It kind of like now I feel like
you're going to wait on these.
This is like you said, this is like the second time, like you said, this is the retail exclusive. Yeah. So is this not like the first time they've done it? And yeah, I think it might just be cheaper just to wait for the retail exclusives, and they're not even bad. The colors are just a little different and they look great.
Right, the figure is going to be the exact same pieces and everything, just different repaints, right? Speaking of shipping, if you guys do want like free shipping on Cosmic Legions, head over to One Stop Toy Shop. They offer free shipping on all their figures, which is really cool. And they are an approved retailer for Horsemen. So just a little shout out there to One Stop Toy Shop. Yeah, no, we'll see how this goes. I do like the black robes, I'll be honest. The underneath figure being it red kind of takes away from the zombie effect of it, but I think it's a cool repaint. They did a good job on it.
Yeah, honestly, I kind of want to get it just for the black soft goods, because I feel like this one, it's like almost the inverse of Wukong, where I feel like the Wukong head sculpt on the original would work better with other figures. I think it's the opposite, where this Mask of the Red Death black robes would work better with more figures than the red ones did.
I mean, I'd love to see like a good Grim Reaper with this, you know?
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going here. Jumping over to NECA. NECA gave us a little more Universal Monsters, $60 here. This is Frankenstein's monster with the chair set, which I think is a cool accessory. I love that NECA adds those little things. They also did like the whole Frankenstein's monster, like the whole electrified
like
bed.
Yeah.
But this is what sold it to me here, man. This is giving me some like Bride of Frankenstein vibes. Just out here smoking, or not Bride of Frankenstein. That's where it's actually from. Young Frankenstein, the Mel Brooks with Gene Wilder, man. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie, but it's hilarious. But yeah, it comes with chains. It's actual chains, is what they said. The big old chair thing. And he does come with the loaf of bread, the cigar holding hand, little cups, little dial stuff as well.
Great detail. I love like the rips all over the suit. I feel like they've done really well, like with the paint and the sculpt work, like everywhere. It adds like a lot of depth to the piece. For $60, that's a good price, I think, for the amount of stuff you're getting, right? Like the chains and all the accessories that you mentioned.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a good price for everything you're getting. But yeah, Frankenstein's monster there with the chair. Next up from NECA, they are giving us a Strongheart 50th Anniversary Edition, which is basically like they're doing like a retro version of it to the original Dungeons and Dragons games. You were getting them on the blister cards there. $35 for a repaint of Strongheart. He comes in more of like the old toy version of it, with the really pastel-y blues here.
Yeah, I think why not? Like, they probably looked at Hasbro's success with the retro card. It's like able to bait collectors into buying figures for a second time, and it just gets extra reuse of their unique molds that they're making. And honestly, it looks good on that retro card. Like,
it does.
Something about it, like it makes it better to display if you're like.
Yeah, this is like what you would want as an Impact collector, like just to have that blister card, the tag punched. Like, it does look really good. And one thing that I'm excited.
No, actually, we don't want the tag punch. We want the tag punch.
Well, yeah, that's true. If you're real, right? If you're real. Now, what I'm excited for here is the War Duke that they're going to reissue. So this is just like a teaser that they added with the promo pictures for Strongheart. But look at those pastels, man. The yellow and the blue matte look great on that War Duke figure.
Yeah, definitely. Like, it just the shiny one looks, the metallic shining looks good, but this matte also looks good and just lends itself to that retro line.
Yeah, so we'll also get War Duke. So that's kind of cool that they confirmed it for us. But yeah, Strongheart, and they are a little taller, but you can fudge these in with your other Knight figures, man. All right, let's jump over to McFarlane Toys. First up here, we're getting an Amazon exclusive 2-pack of Kilowog and Kyle Ratner Green Lantern. And I don't know, dude, when I saw this, I was like, dang, I need to start collecting Green Lanterns. I love that we're getting like space creatures, the Green Lantern Corps, just kind of fill the ranks out.
Yeah, and this is a figure, honestly, that I've been waiting for. Kilowog has got to be one of my all-time favorite DC characters. Just his uniqueness, and like when he shows up in the show, like he shows up in the Code Comics, like he's like pretty big. Like he's a big character, part of the Green Lantern Corps. And man, they did such an awesome job with this guy. Like, I'm so excited for this.
Yeah, it's doing good. And then we also get the reissue here of Kyle with the samurai armor and the samurai swords. But yeah, man, so cool that we're getting more of these monsters, like aliens, like real true aliens, like my boy Kilowog here. With that though, here's the back art though. It does look great. And another thing that kind of kept the Green Lantern train running, we'll get to a little bit later, but McFarlane's doing the Entertainment Earth sketch edition of the Azrael, Curse of the White Knight. And man, $30 for this. I'm just getting tired of these, dude. This literally looks like someone took a Sharpie and just scribbled on it. Yeah,
they honestly, the sketch editions have never been good to me. Like, they've always been a miss. And especially at the premium price point, right? You get that extra deluxe sand, but who cares about that? Like, the figure for $30 is just not worth it. Because with the gimmick's almost lacking paint. Like it's almost taking paint away from the figure.
Yeah, like you get a clean white figure and then just some black paint apps.
Yeah, just like some, and it's like I think the other thing too is like the cell shading. It's like an easy paint job. Like it's not a paint job that would be hard to do if you're a customizer.
It literally looks like Sharpie.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
And that's what they're trying to do, right? They're trying to do that, but the value I think is not there because of a gimmick.
Okay. Yeah, but if you're into it, you're into it. Pick up the Azrael figure here from McFarlane. Back art looks good. They don't miss on their back art. Well, they do actually. Oh, the Aquaman.
Well, that was the
Lost Kingdom.
That was the only one. That was the only one.
All right, let's get into what McFarlane's been kind of doing something a little different. They are starting a new subline called McFarlane Toys Digital. They're also labeling it as DC Direct, so I'm not sure what the actual who's sculpting what, who's producing what. I'm not sure what factory is this coming from. Who knows? But with this McFarlane Toys Digital, you actually get the figure and also a digital collectible, it's like some type of NFT or something.
Yeah.
And interesting move. This is a Batman we've had before, just the blue and gray. I do like that he comes with a head sculpt, like I unmasked has Bruce Wayne's head sculpt. I dig that. Comes with like the new stands that he has, of course, the cards as well. So this is part of the digital wave. So he's saying like, if you want to start getting into this new subline, McFarlane Toys Digital, this is your starting point. And they did also do a Aquaman, and I'm here for this Aquaman. This is like a nice, clean Arthur Curry, like just classic Aquaman here. I don't think we've really gotten just a straightforward one with a normal face head either. But he comes with two head sculpts as well, like a smiling face and a straightforward face, and then some type of sea nymph. I'm not sure what that is, but
yeah,
something extra. But yeah, no, I really do dig this classic Aquaman. I'm glad we're getting that. And to round out the three wave here, the wave of three, we're getting a Hal Jordan Green Lantern, which is my favorite Green Lantern. And again, just like seeing Hal Jordan, seeing Kyle, like I have John Stewart, Kilowog, like you could really start filling up the Green Lantern cores here, man.
Yeah, definitely. We kind of were just mentioning this in our previous video that we did, like where we said collecting got dead, and how Todd previously has done something like this, but it was not tied to a figure. He was just actually selling the NFT, and you purchase that separately.
Right.
And now he's including it into a figure. I will say it's a very smart move. One thing I hope, and I'm not sure if he's doing that, but when he did the original NFT drop with like DC, there was like a rarity to it. So you would buy it, and when you open it, there would be like the 1 of 10 edition, and it was just by chance, right? You'd get the one like gold, like the 10 gold, 1 out of 10 gold ones, and then there'd be like the one diamond, and there was like the silver ones, but they were all like the same NFT image, just kind of in a different color scheme, and so it kind of increased the rarity. I feel like he should continue that, because that kind of drives the rarity and like the money making capabilities of it. Because if everybody's getting the same NFT, these are mass produced toys, and so it's like it wouldn't be that valuable. But if there's like that random, like almost that Pokemon card-esque where you're pulling that holographic or that rare one, it'll definitely drive the price.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see how they do this. He didn't mention anything in the video that he was talking about them, but he did say though that if you do collect all three, you do get a digital bath. So
that's sick.
So it's not necessarily like a figure, but because he wasn't shooting straight with it. He was kind of talking vaguely about it. But he was saying like if you collect all three, then it unlocks a fourth collectible that is only available when you have all three of the codes. So
that's sick. No, that will work. That even if he doesn't do the generator, the random number like generator thing that he did previously, that is so cool, because then like let's say you have your NFT account, right? And so you put all three codes in and you get that, then you can then like trade that or sell that piece, the one that everybody might want because they didn't get all three, right? That's good.
Yeah, and like we did talk about in our video, how action figure collecting is changing. You can check that up right above here in the top corner. Yeah, like this is interesting that Todd is creating this space to ease people into a different form of collecting, right? You already collect toys. I'm already selling you the toy. You're already buying the toy. Well, now just put this code in and watch this digital version of it. It's almost, honestly, that's like what Voodoo, right? And like the buying physical media like DVDs and Blu-rays came with a digital copy of it. And then honestly, like because of that, I slowly transitioned more to digital. I think maybe some people also have that. And what if that's what happens here? Like collectors slowly transition. I'm not talking within a year or so, but I wonder what this will beget.
Yeah, I think it's a little different though, because like a movie is meant to be just watched, right? So it doesn't make a difference if you have the actual, because the product is watching it, not actually grabbing and holding the DVD. Whereas the toy, the product is holding it and playing with it and being able to move it around. So I feel like it might, like, I don't know, I wouldn't want to be a straight digital collector, right? That no way, you know?
Not yet. What if you could digitally?
No.
What if you could digitally manipulate it like an action figure though?
No, I couldn't do it. I'll take both. I like the idea of having both.
Okay.
But not just the digital, right? No.
All right. We'll see what happens here with Todd. Always Todd, of course, pushing that envelope, trying new things. So thank you, Todd. All right, let's jump over to Marvel Legends. Just some two little things here. Of course, the Super Bowl aired and we got the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer. And Hasbro is going to be reissuing some old Deadpool figure just to capitalize on the hype there. This is the Deadpool corpse, of course, comes with the scooter, the two little animals there, as well as that old Deadpool body there.
Yeah, you get dog pool, squirrel pool, and yeah, it's the Bucky Cap Deadpool, right? It's not even the update. Yeah. It's the Bucky Cap Deadpool with no butterflies. And it's also, I think, the inferior head sculpt with the inferior face expression. It is what it is. $40.
They're capitalizing. At least,
actually, what's kind of cool though is that the price is still the same. So like pre-Marvel Legends inflations, this was $40 because it was $20 for the figure, $20 for the bike and accessories. So it's kind of at least cool to see that the price had it inflated, right? Because this is an old piece.
Yeah. So it is an older figure. They're again just putting it back out there for the hype. Along with that, though, they also are going to do a X-Force retro card, right? Well, I think we got this like last year. They're just going to reissue this one as well. It's on the retro carded, more weapons, just kind of the shinier paint, the better head sculpt for sure, a little more grimacing than the other one where it kind of looks like more like a, I don't know. This looks different, but yeah, I mean, if you haven't gotten this, here's your second chance for it.
Technically our third.
Okay.
Because the original one was released with just the all black matte paint, and then they released the retro carded one like this already. So this is like the third time. Technically, it's like, it's the same figure we've gotten. This is the third time,
Yeah, just capitalizing on that hype, getting these back out there on the market so people can have their Deadpools. All right, but yeah, there you go. Let's jump over to Figma. They recently were at, I can't remember, some convention, and they announced some figures here. First up from Figma, the Torrent, the Spectral Steed. This is from Elden Ring, so the kind of your ride that you can summon. Kind of cool that Figma's doing a horse. They are a little bit smaller on scale, but if you're getting your Elden Ring figures, might as well get your steed.
And I feel like because of the fantasy aspect to it, that's kind of like a goatish, yakkish horse. Whenever you do something that's like not real, the scaling's out the door. So like this could work as just like, you know, like I would love to put like a Master Yoda on here, kind of just even to emulate a little bit from that Clone Wars, right? Because that's what it kind of reminds me of. And like I said, because it's not a real horse, this works with 6-inch. This is going to work with 6-inch.
Put it wherever you need to.
Yeah, exactly. It looks phenomenal. Like, put that Yoda on there, man.
Next up, they announced a Ganondorf from Zelda, Legend of Zelda Ganondorf here, which, great. Yeah, I mean, Figma's going to do a great job with these figures. So
that's awesome, Because we like gotten, Link, we've gotten a Zelda, and to finally get like a villain in that universe that they're continuing was really good.
Yeah, to get that Ganondorf is going to be nice for sure. And there's Link, and there is the alternate Zelda as well, Tears of the Kingdom. And again, just coming soon. They're just kind of announcing things. So no, nothing for real here. We do have a prototype potentially or a digital render here, but cool to get Ganondorf. And maybe do they do like his alternate like beast form as well? Yeah,
they might. And the Tears of the Kingdom Link looks phenomenal, and it's so cool because the previous we've gotten like the Kid Link, the Adult Link, and even the Toon Link, but those ones were all green, And so I feel like his looks changed so much, like since Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, that it warrants, kind of an updated figure, because it's like there's nothing here that's the same besides like the shield and the sword.
Yeah, the Master Sword. Yeah, well, it does look good though, man. The blue tunic looks great, and to get also Zelda eventually, like that's also cool from Tears of the Kingdom. All right, let's jump over to Mayfix. Just some quick teasers. John Wick Parabellum #3 here. They just gave us just his arm shot where he's got his knuckle dusters on there. Just a little tease, but they're also gonna do John Wick Chapter 4.
They're not knuckle dusters. It's just the cross.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, you're right. It's the rosary. The rosary. But he also gets the Chapter 4 version of John Wick as well. So it's just going to be like a John Wick's, just John Wick after John Wick.
I'll take it. I don't know. I love the John Wick movies so much that I'll take every single version. Yeah. I don't know. I just recently watched John Wick 1. That movie's a masterpiece. That movie's an absolute masterpiece.
It is good. And I'm kind of interested as to why they're not dropping the face reveal. Why are they holding back on that?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the John Wick 1 that they showed looked good. So I don't like have any fears that, they're kind of goofing, but we'll see. And I hope that, all is good getting John Wicks from every movie, but now that we've gotten at least teasers for all 4 John Wicks, I wish that they would give us other characters from the John Wick universe, right? Like do like the Donnie Yen character, do in John Wick 4 the guy that has the vest with the dog. Do other characters other than John Wick,
Lance Reddick, the one in the hotel.
Yeah.
Bellhop.
Yeah. Anybody from the Continental, yeah.
Or
even do the Lawrence Fishburne character.
The wreck. Yeah, that would be cool. Well, hopefully we'll see what else they do, and it'd be fun. John Wick is a big property and people do love it. All right, let's check it around the net, my friends. We got some Final Fantasy figures here. Really cool. It's from a different toy company. It's not Figma, it's not anything, but it is like import, so it is a Japanese company. But $88 for this cool figure here. It comes with a big old kunai shuriken thing. And I don't know, I really love this aesthetic. This anime RPG aesthetic, oversized proportions, cartoonish. Yeah. I love it. Yeah, they definitely executed the length of the Final Fantasy characters that they did here, like the long legs and the long arms, and like the big heads. Like these guys have big heads, their bodies. Yeah. And Final Fantasy is such a like Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts. There's like such big video game properties. So yeah, they'll do good. They'll do good there for sure. They are imports as well, so be aware of that. Think about Ami if you want. But here we have the Kite Sith and Fat Moogle. This is cool. I like that. Even though the character was smaller, they decided to throw in this big old fat mogul thing and still keep their price point at $88, but just understand that adding that value, right? This looks great though, man. I love these characters. I'm not familiar with the property myself, but I do love just the aesthetic of these and the design of these characters. Yeah, the size of that thing, right? It looks like it's big. Like it's going to be like a big chunk of plastic. Yeah. So really cool here. All right, and then next we got Sid Highwind. This guy's my favorite. I'm getting like Soldier 76 vibes out of this guy. Yeah, overall, the sculpt I feel like is really sharp, which is what you want because it is a video game. So the aesthetic is kind of like a polygon, like graphics sort of sculpt. And so I think they brought that to life really well, even in the face, right? That hard edge on the nose, the hard edge on the eyebrow bridge. It looks really good. Sells the look for these. Yeah, they look good, man. I love it. Next up, though, to round out the wave, we are getting Vincent Valentine, $88 as well. All 4 of these figures. Here's the accessories he comes with. Yeah, man, just looks good, dude. I dig it. Yeah, and this is not the first wave that they've done. They've done previous characters before, so it's good to see, kind of a smaller. They're not necessarily that small, but they're smaller than, because like, Figma and Figure Arts are the biggest, and then these are more. This is like Big Star or something like that, or this is. I think it's like Kyoto. I think Kyoto makes these. Okay. Yeah, and so Kyoto's not big, but they're still big, and so it's good to see that the first characters that they made in this line sold well for them. They're continuing to get more characters and flesh out the line. Yeah, great aesthetic. And, yeah, I love the emo guys. So this one I love. This one's my favorite. The emo guy. This one's your favorite. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the DLX Iron Man Mark 50 Black and Gold. So this is a repaint of a figure that they have already announced, the Mark 50, but in that like black and gold, just that beautiful comic book Iron Man look, man. And it works here, dude. I think it does really good in this suit.
Yeah, and once again, I wonder, and I don't like, just because they are so new to the game, so I don't know if they're like trying to trick us, but does it light up? It's still my question, because even with the previous Iron Man, they did that, where they augmented it, and that the chest, the arc reactor, and the eyes light up. Right. And there is no mention of it lighting up. So I don't think it will, but then maybe it might. I don't know. Especially at the price point, I feel like it should. Yeah,
like if you're already throwing metal in there, what's a little electronic gonna be?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think the aesthetic wise, it looks amazing, man. I'm really happy with this one. And DLX just coming in with more of their 12-inch.
Yeah, and it's good to see just
1/12 scale figures.
Yeah, it's good to see just another color scheme other than like that golden red.
Yeah.
It makes me want to get this one even more than the golden red version, just because your shelf, you have tons of golden red Iron Mans, whether they're from Infinity War or Endgame or whatever it be.
Yeah.
With this one, it's just so unique that it'll break apart your Iron Man shelf because it's that black and gold.
Exactly, it'll break it apart. 100%. All right, next up from DLX, we are getting Transformers: The Last Knight, a Nemesis Prime, and dude, DLX does such a great job with these Transformers, especially like the movie versions. I think their aesthetic just lends itself to interpreting the movie, the Michael Bay stuff just perfectly. I mean, this looks so good, dude.
Yeah, and it's just a perfect match because the Bayverse has so much intricate details within the sculpt, right? They're not just that blocks like the show or the comics. The amount of work, the amount of engineering, and how this thing moves is beyond me. Because even the Hasbro Studio Series, they kind of have to, one, because they're a cheaper price point, but also just because articulation can't move well with all the intricacies that go into the Bayverse sculpts.
Yeah.
But DLX and 380 have executed it perfectly, where I feel like all the detail is there. Like they didn't skip out on anything, and all the intricacies are there. But it still looks like it's moving like insanely well.
Yeah. Like look how up that shoulder is, and how spread out his legs are. Past 90 on the elbows. Like, yeah, this is amazing. This is insane.
Yeah, like I'm not even that big of a fan of like the Bayverse designs, but to get because in the Last Night he gets like the Night Pauldron armor look sort of.
Yeah.
And it's Nemesis Prime, so it's awesome. I gotta try one of these, at least one of these. I would love to get maybe like if they do like the Rise of the Beast. They should need to do more Rise of the Beast.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'd love to see those. Cool. Yeah, no, great job. Looks amazing. All right, next up, let's jump over to Rival Tech. They are giving us a Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Finally, heck yes. Okay, I actually have the Jack Skellington Rebel Tech, and I picked it up. And when I picked it up like last year, it was like a 5-year, like a really, really old figure. So this is coming like, honestly, I gotta say like 5 years, years later from the original Jack Skellington. That is so cool, man. And especially because to me personally, I feel like the NECA one was executed kind of poorly. We talked about it with the things that I didn't like about it. And so to get a import company to do it, and the proportions, right? That was my biggest gripe with the NECA one, the proportions. They nailed the proportions here.
Like, look how small her feet are. Like, it's...
Yeah, exactly. That's insane, yeah.
They did a good job. All right, let's continue the Rebel Tech. We're getting a 2.0 Woody to go with your Jesse 2.0 as well. And he comes with a little claw alien thing guy, Ooh. Get more of those figures. It's kind of like it's kind of like when the Star Wars throws in those little figures in the Black Series, all the little extras, droids and stuff.
Build your Porg army, your Porg army.
Yeah, your Porg army. So yeah, version 2.0 for Woody. So that's really cool.
Yeah, it's such a good choice. Like I feel like as collectors, anybody that loves toys, right? The movies that you think of like is like Indian toy cover, right? Small Soldiers and Toy Story. Just like toys coming to life. Like who doesn't want that? Like that's what we all, as toy collectors when we were kids, we all dreamed of, just toys moving by themselves, being able to reenact like large scale wars in our room.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm interested just to have a Woody and Buzz. Those are such iconic toys.
They are very iconic, and I think they're doing a good representation of it for the figure, for the property. Yeah. All right, and now I'll go ahead and wrap up our show today, friends. Pretty good week, I think. some favorites of mine. I'm really excited for that Kilowog myself. But let's go ahead and think about our pick of the weeks. While we're thinking about our pick of the weeks, friends, make sure you guys leave down your comment down below to let us know what you guys are thinking in regards to what figure you liked. And maybe there's a figure we missed. Let us know down below if we missed a figure you're just like so excited about that we didn't talk about it. Maybe we'll add to next week's show. But yeah, let's go ahead and think. Josh, what are you thinking for your pick of the week?
There was a lot of good figures this week, and I feel like a really big variety, like good selection. Like, some weeks are like like straight Hasbro.
Yeah.
Whereas there's so many companies that we talked about, and so many different price points, so many different things. It's hard to judge really because every company I feel like brought out some really good things.
Yeah, I agree with you.
except for these Deadpool reissues, right? Except for the Deadpool reissues.
Definitely the weakest of the bunch for sure.
But yeah. Let's see. Since you already said what you're gonna say, honestly, I'm gonna go with the Revoltech Sally.
Okay.
That Revoltech Sally is awesome. I feel like the Nightmare Before Christmas movie, who doesn't love that movie? And to finally pair that with like years later to finally have her with Jack. And on top of that, I love that it comes with that stand because that's how they get around that problem. Like with Jack, right. Jack is the same way. Like Jack's feet are so tiny, but they use a peg like in this, like there's like a tree stand that he comes with like some tombstones and bats.
Okay.
And it's so creative because one of the tree branches plugs into his back. So it's not even, there's no stand. It's actually just a dead tree branch.
That's cool.
And so that's why there's that tombstone there.
Right, to help support
I don't know
yourself.
how they're going to do it, but there's some plug-in where probably it uses to help her stand. Because like you said, those feet are just nothing. It's nothing.
Good luck. Trying to stand her up on those. Good luck. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, man. The Green Lanterns, they knocked it out of the park for me. Kilowog, Kyle. I know Kyle's a reissue, Hal's a reissue, but just seeing them all together, man, just kind of got my brain cooking. Being like, man, it'd be cool to get a full like Green Lanterns core. I know that movie, the live action movie was what it is, but it was cool to see them in space and like all the different Green Lanterns that there are. So I'm gonna give it to Kilowog here with the Kyle 2-pack there. Man, just so cool. So
yeah, especially with like Sinestro on the way too. Like the Sinestro's coming on the way. And so,
that's true.
Like you got your big baddie, you got your Green Corp, your Green Lantern Corps. It's fleshing out nicely. Todd's giving us what we need.
It's looking good. And they all come with their lanterns, so I'm happy with that. They're all different too. All right, friends. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you guys like and subscribe. But as always, keep collecting, keep playing, and may the action figure gods smile upon you. Peace.